I'm prepping myself. I'm prepping. Getting always to be always practices on language. We appreciate a lot.
Happy New Year.
But this takes towards the end of the year. Figure out see how old we really get. I like
Medical aspects of
oh, everything's perfect. And now medical yeah, good. That's what we worried about.
Okay, good morning and Happy New Year. Thank you very much for coming to our Sunday service. Today is the very first Sunday service of the year 2025, January 5th. I also learned that today is the birthday for Mr. Mario Mitsuyasu. Happy birthday, Mario-san. Thank you very much for being here. Okay, we start with invocation. Open page 3. Led by Reverend Tanaka.
And compassionate one, we ask for your guidance on this happy day. Lead us from the numbness of routine and from all universal heart to a peaceful place of compassion and wisdom. Grant us the strength and abiding consciousness to work together harmoniously in our temple and our community. Help us to always remember that life is one and therefore that all living things coexist and are interconnected, and that your infinite light of compassion shines upon the hearts of everyone. Namu Amida Butsu.
Okay, thank you. Page 5. Randa is
Sa
週間しかない。Thank you. Page 8. Golden chain. Reading together. I am
in Abhila's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link right and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that all what I do
depends on happiness or misery.
may every link in Abhila's golden chain of love become bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namu Amitabha.
Thank you. Page 9. Eightfold Path. The Buddha teaches us that we will become pure and holy by following the rules he laid down for us. Let us repeat them and also remember at all times what they mean. First, right understanding.
Let us learn and try to understand the truth.
Second, right purpose.
Let us try always to do what is right.
Third, right speech.
Let us be truthful and kind in all we say.
Fourth, right conduct.
Let us try to behave ourselves at all times.
Fifth, right livelihood.
Let us start our living in a way
which will not harm anyone. Sixth, right endeavor.
let us constantly try to become better.
Seventh, right thought.
Let us cherish our thoughts because our words
Our actions
rise
arise
from
from
our thoughts.
Eighth, right meditation.
Let us think often of Buddha and repeat the sacred name, Namu Amitabha.
May the sacred presence of Abhila who said even about in his teaching be our God. May we follow his glorious example and tread his unfortunate steps, his noble path, until we too shall attain enlightenment. Namu Amitabha. Thank you. Page 24. 소략도
오묘 Okay, please offer process. Please offer process. Amen, 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 amen,
prayers so that everyone be released from suffering and be all into the Namida Buddha's pure love and peace.
何に将来所祝の教会成功 Today's Itaikyo prayer is sponsored by Toshio Fujigami for Kiyo Fujigami, Shotoku in Jodo Seidai Shi, Tsuizen Zojo Bodai, also Fujigami family ancestors, Tsuizen Zojo Bodai, and another sponsored by Keiko Sasaki for Shizio Morinichi, Seiyo Shunko Shinmyo, Tsuizen Zojo Bodai, another sponsored by Sueyo Nakamura for Zero Nakamura, Hoyo Roho Shinji, Tsuizen Zojo Bodai, sponsored by Yinchin Rolek for Lando Rolek, Tsuizen Zojo Bodai, also Rolek family, Tsuizen Zojo Bodai, sponsored by Tomiko Nagai for Morinaga family ancestors, Tsuizen Zojo Bodai, sponsored by Caroline Karimoto, Diane Karimoto, and Ann Karimoto for Nosaka Mikie Nosaka Karimoto, Horen in Juyo Jofu Yuji Daishi, Tsuizen Zojo Bodai, and for their happiness and achievement of enlightenment for all of Itaikyo prayers.
It's a body of this temple to the altar member, David and Marshall Lord, and listen to this is joining the everyday state of existence, and we also they will calculate balance their so that they will be alive. Page 26. Sueko. We aspire for these various virtues to be equally restored and then we gather here our aspiration for enlightenment. To achieve first in the pure life of peace and peace, please put your hand in your hands together and let's show and recite Namuna together.
Okay, so thank you for coming to today's our Sunday service. Also, Happy New Year. I am Reverend Watanabe. So I be speaking about a talk story. This is my first time in 2025. Then, speaking of my talk story, so what do you think is? It's actually healthcare. Yeah, actually, actually, in my book is since last month. Actually, I'm roaming in some bookstore. Then I found some interesting books of the Okinawa program. Yeah, these books. So this book is so interesting. Yeah, because actually, I usually change to Hawaii to Oahu. Then Hawaii members has a lot of Okinawan person and Okinawa America. Then they are so very, very helpful. Then I have that one question. Why they are Okinawan person is so healthier and they spend a long life? because Hawaii's members is over 85 years old, but they are still enjoying walking, dancing, and eating a pizza. Yeah, I don't know the reason, but yeah, this book will solve my problems of my questions that Okinawan has spent a long life. Okay, so this sorry. Then in conclusion, this book has a conclusion of the key word. The key is a low-fat diet, and please take vegetables. And please look at first this food pyramid. Then this is most priority thing is the bonus one, and this top one is probably no good. Then unfortunately, so top of the sweets, and second is meat, poultry, and eggs. Then unfortunately, I'm loving the sweets and meat and eggs. Then most important things in Okinawan person, the fruits, flavonoid foods, calcium foods, and the most important thing is rice, noodles, breads, and other whole grains and vegetables. Okay, so let me explain about the each nutrition. The first is flavonoids. Then flavonoids and the type of polyphenol and fighting plants they have and for your properties bodies. And I feel like the secret behind the Okinawan's is so well. The specific about miso and tofu and all of beans of daitsu. For example, natto and kuromame is kuromame and edamame, yes, all the time. Yeah, then specific examples include the flaxseed and kuzu, soybeans, miso, tofu, and soy milk. Oh, so this is Hawaii. So Hawaii has a lot of Japanese and Japanese American there. So there's some store of times and Marukai were arranged for the Japanese and Japanese Americans person. Then we are lucky, so we can get in the easier to the getting a miso and some soy milk in the Marukai and Safeway. Yeah, also, okay, next one is calcium. Yes, what do you think is the most food of calcium? Actually, these books were emphasized on tofu. Yeah, because tofu has a lot of calcium. Then I've ever asked to one Okinawan person in Hawaii, so what are you eating for every time? Then she said, I usually eating goya and tofu. The tofu is a very, very superfood because you can eat still raw and bake and fry and so on. So yakidofu and abura age tofu and so on. And I recommend arrange is put in a katsuobushi on the tofu and pour the soy sauce. This is very, very nice. And then actually, I have curious sentence in these books about tea. Okay, let me check. Then Okinawa drinks various types of the tea, such as sampin tea. Sampin tea is Okinawan's original teas. So you can get in Don Quixote. I've ever seen in the bottle of sampin cha. So in the nearby sweet corner. And also black tea, and jasmine tea, and oolong tea. One more sentence is, especially these books were emphasized on jasmine tea, about jasmine tea is the most popular beverage of the elders who rarely drink plain Japanese green tea. Yeah, and unfortunately, we can get in a jasmine tea in a Walmart, Target, Safeway, and any kind of store. So, okay, next one is the kind of meat. Actually, Okinawa has one caution point of Okinawa don't hesitate to eat meat, but they avoid red meat because it contains make a cancer. Then this book was said as a risk of running about of the meat lobby, it is becoming increasingly evident that something in red meat must be increasing the risk for colon cancer and prostate cancer among elder disease. Actually, I have one friend, and he has a parents of Okinawan person in Oahu. He avoids the red meats. He knows about red meat has a risk of the cancer. I told me about half years ago. I try to avoid the red meat, but I love red meat. Okay, so another way is the kind of eggs. The egg is the second top of the pyramid. Then actually Okinawan person is the idea is the eggs are dangerous is false. In fact, older Okinawans eat eggs more frequently, but in small amounts and with a caution. Egg whites are considered a relatively good source of protein if you crave eggs. Try egg whites or substitutes, get your protein while avoiding these fats. Actually, so maybe we used to hearing about, so please avoid the eggs for holding, for lots of eggs. Because egg has a lot of risk, then this is for the good state. Okay, also then, in other ways, how do we do in the Buddhism style of Shojin Ryori? Shojin Ryori is Buddhist cuisine. Actually, Buddhist cuisine is without meat, and without meat soup, and without some kind of the animals' foods. So all kinds of the low fat. Actually, so Buddhism cuisine has a lot of rich nutrition. For example, calcium. Calcium is tofu. Especially this is goma tofu. So goma tofu has a lot of flavonoids and lots of calcium, and this is the specialty, the perfect foods in Buddhism. Also Buddhism cuisine is avoids to the high fat, and please avoid to the some kind of meats. But one more avoid thing is, what do you think? Actually, Buddhism is the five roots. The five roots of five roots of actually rakkyo and green onion and garlic and onions. This is because this food has a make some kind of smells of it. Yes, especially garlic is the smell is very very strong. Then these five roots are so these foods are doesn't make concentrate to your practice because the garlic is so thick. Also actually, so maybe you like I think you have interest in some the good fruits and good vegetables in Okinawa, the Okinawan style. Let me explain about the some kind of lots of the broccoli, chard, celery, kale, mustard greens, spinach, string greens, watermelons, and watercress, and taro, potato, rutabaga, also open. So all the kind. Also Okinawan's style of fruits, so apple, banana, blueberries, cherries, figs, grapes, guava, kiwi, lemon, mango, orange, papaya, peach, pear, pineapple, plum, raisins, and all the kind. Anyway, so you can try to some vegetables and some fruits in Times Safeway and Tokihore and Marukai, all the kind. So without five roots in a Buddhism practice. Okay, so in conclusion, that reminds us that we might do this Buddhist style thing. So we reminds to that so we can spend life. So without the high-fat foods, so we can spend life by low-fat foods. Also Okinawan's life. Actually, Japanese usually imagine so where is the most elderly person who lives in a Japanese prefecture? Maybe usually imagine this is Okinawa. Then Okinawa person is trying to low-fat foods every time. Then so we can learn about these books. Also, this book is so interesting because this book has an interest in some recipe of, for example, spinach chicken soup, and for example, Atlantic Caesar salad, and Okinawan tofu maize, and also some lots of recipes included in these books. So you can try it. Okay, anyway, so thank you for listening to today's my talk story of 1st of 2025. Also, happy birthday, Mrs. Mayumi Mitsuyasu. Okay, so please sing for him. Say no. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mayumi. Happy birthday to you. Okay, happy birthday, Mr. Mitsuyasu. He became 69 years old today. Yeah, happy birthday. Okay, so thank you for listening to my talk story. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I recently saw the news that the oldest person in the world recently passed away. She was 116 years old in Hyogo Prefecture. She is a Japanese. And usually Japanese, I think, legendary longest life person is Mr. Izumi Shigechiro, Mr. Izumi Shigechiro, 125 years old. Yeah, I saw the Guinness book that he was the longest person, longest life in the person. So, according to Buddhism teaches the middle path. So, the best way to live long is actually work appropriately, rest appropriately, eat appropriately, and I think middle way is the best teaching for all of us. So once again, thank you very much. We conclude this service with benediction. Page 10.
Amida Buddha surrounds all men force of life with infinite love and compassion. Particularly does he send forth loving thoughts to those in suffering and sorrow, to those in doubt and ignorance, to those who are striving to attain truth, and to those whose feet are standing towards the great chance for death. Amida Buddha sends forth oceans of wisdom, mercy, and love. None abundance.
Okay, thank you very much. This concludes Sunday service. Next week we have a family service starting from 10, and after service we have a refreshment of Ozomi Mochisu. And then we have Yoki service is a memorial service for our founder Hono Shori on the January 19th. And the following Sunday, January 26th, we have a general membership meeting and New Year's party. Everyone is invited. So once again, thank you very much and have a wonderful Sunday.
Yeah, because I forgot one more nutrition. So do not forget of protein. do not protein. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.